All right, so here I am in the snow since it's snowing outside, and I am, as you can see, in a pod. I felt like this was a good time to discuss David. Now, the reason why I'm going to discuss David today, and I'm going to hold this microphone now, bear with me, it's not plugged into anything. Although I do have the plug to it, it's with me right now, and I just thought I'm more comfortable when I hold it, so I'm going to do that. So I'm more comfortable when I hold the microphone. Um, I'm going to discuss David. Now, David, no, not David, the Pied Piper. Did I say David? I'm going to discuss the Pied Piper. And the reason I'm discussing the Pied Piper is because, excuse me, it is the alchemical story. And I saw something about the Pied Piper yesterday. So because I saw something about it yesterday, I thought it's an alchemical story. I should explain, or at least I'd like to explain. I'm going to explain. I'm explaining. I'm explaining. Now, the Pied Piper, within the true story, okay, because we all know the story where the Piper comes, and the original story, I believe, is when he comes. I think also the story that they told me when I was a kid is a Pied Piper comes to a town filled with rats. And the rats are there. Um, the town is miserable. He goes into town. He plays his music. Once he plays his music, hello, how are you? The rats drown in the river. So, but the town did not pay him. The Pied Piper. The Pied Piper as an alchemical story. Because Pied Piper is an alchemical story. Yes, I'm good. Thank you. Hello, Mike. Okay, so that is an alchemical story. So I thought, time to discuss it. I did see it yesterday, so I thought this would be a good thing to say, to discuss today. Um, thank you. Thank you very much. Nature told me you look cute. Um, now, he comes into town and he plays his flute. He plays his harmony, and then the brats drown into the river. Thank you very much. So, but the town promised to pay something, and they didn't pay it. So when they did not pay him, the next time he comes into town, he plays his flute, and the children follow him out of the town. Now, once children follow him out, they never see those children again. Now, that's an alchemical story, so I'm going to tell you what those things are. The people in town were having a problem with rats. Rats in nature are rodents who spread diseases. Now, they aren't evil, but they do spread diseases, do spread different types of germs. They're pests. They eat into things. They destroy what you have stocked. So what that is talking about is the people in the town were having trouble producing. They were in disease, they were in disharmony, and they were having a lot of problems. So the Pied Piper comes in and plays his flute because that is the harmony of the town. That means that those people in town were then communicating, having harmony amongst each other. Okay, and once they had harmony amongst each other, the river, alchemically, water is the flow of people. The rats drowned in the flow of people. They could not survive the people being in harmony with each other. No, I wasn't uncomfortable. So after the people had promised to pay something, okay, that means they did not invest into having harmony, having that harmony, and having that be the way that they operated. So because they did not invest in that, Piper comes back, and all of the town had produced is the children. Children are the alchemical product of the people. Okay, children are the alchemical product of the people, or alchemically the product of the people is a better way to say it. So once the children were led out of town, they were never seen again. That means the people in the town did not see what was produced ever again in that time. Hello, how are you? Okay, so that's an alchemical story. When you see the river, the water, the flow, that's the flow of people. Anything to do with water alchemically is people, it's society. There is an ocean, there is a river, there are different modes of water to represent society and the flow of society. River is a very concentrated part of society. It's a modus, it's a way of operating within the society. So that the river that they were drowned in wasn't the whole society itself, but the way the society was operating. Okay, we already discussed rats spread diseases, and children are the alchemy, the alchemical product of people. In fact, children are the alchemical product of their parents and their grandparents. What those people come together, make alchemically, and then all of the family of the children have a influence. Hello, how are you? Um, when we talk about raising kids, okay, because the reason why it's a village is because everybody plays a part on the alchemy of a child. So however the child grows, everyone in the family plays a part in that. Everyone in the family who has contact with their child or who the child comes through. But children are always the um, alchemy produced of their parents. Therefore, discussed this before, if there are children being unalived, for instance, school shootings, that's alchemy being unalived. That's evolution, okay? It's the alchemical evolution of their parents who are being unalived. That is why children become so much more important to us, okay? They're very, very important to the evolution of society. And at this point, what's also terrible is that is the worst in society whose children are most protected. And the best of society um, whose children are most threatened. If you didn't know that, because it's the worst of the worst who are thriving in the Barabbas. I don't know if I discussed it. I think I discussed the Barabbas with you all enough. Um, a Barabbas, and remember, Barabbas is that person that was nailed on the cross beside Jesus that they let down off the cross, and he was a murderer. Because Barabbas is the flow of the society as it is, the one that murders daily. No, I'm speed on. I don't know a speed. Okay, so that concludes the story because it was really it's not a long story. It's kind of a short story. I did do the Little Mermaid. I think already. I'm gonna check to see if I did post a Little Mermaid story. And if not, I'll probably come on and redo the Little Mermaid story because that's a very long story and that is alchemical also. Okay, see you all later.